Hi guys, it's Mandy from MandyleePlays, and in this video we are going to go over what the heck Sega is doing, because recently they had this big movie come out, the Sonic movie. It did well in the box office, made a lot of money, gave Sonic press, and it just did a lot of good things. So when the 60th anniversary for Sega comes and rolls around, people are like, oh, what are they gonna do? They got money from that big movie, they got hype, they got love for Sonic, and they mess up. Like, it's Sega. Like, we should have seen this coming a mile away. And they revealed a Game Gear, which, if you don't know, the Game Gear was a handheld console that Sega made to kind of counteract the Game Boy. Obviously, the Game Boy won on that part, but it kind of looked like a Game Boy Advance. It's a widescreen, stuff like that. So now, they squeezed it a lot, and they released a Sega Game Gear Micro. This thing is tiny. Like, it is tiny. And I have small hands. But even my hands, my finger will be covering the whole D-pad. It has a 1.15 screen, which is ridiculously small. And I'm like, how the heck can you play a game or see the game? Playing it is a whole different story with the buttons. They're tiny. I'm like, this thing looks like a Tamagotchi, but you could play games on it. It makes no sense whatsoever. And I'm like, you could have done so much. So these little things come in a variety of colors, and each color has their own preset games, and they come at 4. So there is the black version, and it comes with Sonic the Hedgehog, Puyo Puyo 2, Outrun, and Royal Stone. And then the blue one, and this comes with Sonic Chaos, I don't know what that is, Guster Heroes, Sylvania Tale, and Baku Baku Animal. And then there's the yellow one, which comes with Shining Force Gaiden Esi Juso no Kuni Hi, Shining Force's The Sword of Hygeia, Shining Force Gaiden Final Conflict, and Nazo Puyo Aru Noru. Alright, and lastly, the red one, and it comes with Revelations the Demon Slayer. Is that a Shin Megami Tensei? Wow. And then Megami Tensei, don't get that mixed up with Shin Megami Tensei, Gaiden Last Bible Special, the GG Shinobi, and Columns. And for a little icing on this tale, if you buy all 4, you get the special magnifying screen. Which, if you need a magnifying screen, then you must know that your screen is tiny. Not only that, you have to buy all 4 of them? What? Most of these games can't even be played. Like I said, the buttons are tiny. One finger takes up the whole D-pad, takes up the whole thing. I don't know how you're gonna go through Sonic like that, but somebody thought that was a good idea for the 60th anniversary. Now, we don't know if that's all that they have for the 60th anniversary, or if it's just a Japan exclusive thing, which would be weird too. So most fans thought with the success of the Sonic movie, they're going to pull non-stop for this 60th anniversary thing, and they released a mini Game Gear, not a mini one, sorry, a micro that nobody even wanted. I mean, okay, some people might be nostalgic for the Game Gear, but they didn't even make a kind of classic edition. That thing looks straight up tacky AF. It looks like something I would put on my keys, like a keychain. That's how tiny it is. So $50 for one of those little tiny things, and plus if you want to play the other games, you're gonna have to shell out another $50. And if you want the big screen, right now they're offering it if you buy all 4, which, why would they need a big screen? Oh my god. Sega, this is why you're like the laughing stock of the gaming community. You had the spotlight there, Sega, and you decided to pull like a Stadia move. And I'm just like, what? What? They could have made it bigger. They could have made it more not tacky. They could have made it have more games. They actually could have made a good thing where people wait in line at Best Buy at 6 o'clock in the morning to get one. Not some tacky thing you probably buy on PlayAsia. Like, what is that? No! If you want to do what Nintendo did with the classic consoles, you have to do it right. You have to do it in a way where it's classy, where people feel like it's the actual console but more modern. That's just how you do it. That's how Nintendo did it, and you've been competing with Nintendo for the longest time, and I feel like you just gave up at this point because you had such a good opportunity to show non-stop, hey, here's a Game Gear that actually is sizable, more modern, maybe sleeker, little thin. The buttons are not tiny. The screen is not like legit tiny. It could have been something very, very special, especially for the nostalgic and the people who like, you know, those old-time consoles. Because when the Game Gear came out, it was competing against the Game Boy, the Atari, a bunch of other, you know, classic consoles, and you come out with that, and it's like, damn. Okay, missed opportunity. There you go. Missed opportunity if I ever saw one. Now, I could be wrong. This thing could be a hit success if, I don't even know, it's 2020, anything goes. Or maybe that's not their only announcement and they're gonna say like, ha ha ha, reback, you thought that was it? No, we got you with this. And hopefully it's something good or better. I mean, you can only go up from there. I'm not even a big fan of Sega and their games, but damn, do I try to get into them? This is not making me want to like touch a freaking Sega game and like, good thing you have Atlas. Good thing you have Atlas, because I'm a Persona fangirl, which you should have ported but this is not this conversation. Anyways, and another thing about Sega is they keep looking back at their old stuff, which, yeah, were iconic, but I feel like they're trying a little bit too hard to go to the past, make something new. The Sonic movie was new and it was a hit. They've made games that were new and they were hits. Make something new. But if you were going to go with that classic route, you did it bad. You did it bad, in my opinion. And like I said, I never played the Game Gear. I was born in 1994. So I don't really have nostalgia ties to it or to really Sega. And it would have been nice to have a cute little Game Gear that's sizable and it's cute. Not this little thing that could break just looking at it. So that's it for my rant. Tell me what you guys think in the comments down below. Is it a good idea? Do you like it? Are you gonna buy it? Is it something cute to have or something? And for the people who like classic games, collect them, played the Game Gear, are you into it? Does nostalgia pull you in or something like that? Tell me all that in the comments down below. I would love to hear. If you like this video, hit that like button. I would appreciate it. And if you like my content and would love to see more, please hit that subscribe button. You will not be disappointed. You can follow me on Twitter at MandyleePlays. Hope you guys have a beautiful day and play a good game. Bye!